Gas prices in Toronto are spiking to near record highs, but drivers in some other parts of the country are not seeing such volatility. Motorists in Toronto say the price hike has an impact.
It's affecting the economy. It's affecting everybody, everybody pocket.
Goes up and down every day anyway, so what's the difference?
I'm not sure what we can do, you know what I mean? Just drive less, I guess.
Sometimes I think of just riding a bike. Be a lot cheaper on gas.
Prices in Toronto jumped 5 cents a litre overnight, but New Brunswick's gas prices dropped, while prices stayed steady in Nova Scotia and PEI. For more, let's go to Dan McTeague. He is the president of Canadians for Affordable Energy. Dan, great to see you as always. So 5 cents a litre. That's the hike that we saw in most parts of Ontario today. Almost 140 cents per litre. The big question everyone is asking right now is, of course, why?
Yeah, now that it's here, Lois, CTV.ca had the scoop on this Wednesday afternoon, and I didn't get much reaction from what I gathered. Now they are. And of course, $1.40.9 is not something we haven't seen. 2 weeks ago we were at that, and then it dropped to $1.32.9. Everybody was happy. But, other parts of the country have been hit as well. I mean, we saw record prices in British Columbia, Vancouver, Alberta, Newfoundland. So, maybe it's our turn. I don't know. But it's pretty clear that what's driving all of this is supply of oil is not meeting the surging demand for oil products, especially at a time when there's pent-up demand. There's all sorts of economic explanations on this, but the bottom line is that the U.S. is producing a lot less oil than it did pre-pandemic. Ditto for Canada, and of course, with everything sort of in short supply, with our critical supply chains very much strained, inflation on the horizon, prices for everything going through the roof, including groceries. I think it's perhaps not very helpful for me to remind people it could get a lot higher than this, and we could smash through records we haven't seen since 2008.
Wow. Okay, so your tweet today, it said that prices will drop but remain relatively high until mid next week. When is this all happening? When will it drop, and when will it go back up? When should people be filling up?
Well, here in Toronto and right across Ontario, Lois, it drops 2 cents a litre tomorrow, but it goes back up a penny on Sunday. We have to be mindful, and I'll be watching, of course, in terms of what's happening with Hurricane Ida, which is now a major hurricane going to hit Louisiana. Gulf row of all the refineries, most of the refineries in the United States, at least half of them are in that area, going to smash in that area. I'm looking right now, it's about 124 miles an hour. So that's a Category 2 or Category 3. Very similar to what happened with Hurricane Ike in September of 2008. If the same scenario plays out, that would cause a 12-cent a litre increase. I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm wrong. It's not the impact of the hurricane. It's actually flooding that is the big threat to any refinery. If that plays out, Lois, this time next week, we could be looking at all-time records, not just for Toronto, Ottawa, London, Ontario, but really much for much of North America, including Canada.
And so, Dan, just finally here, we only have a few seconds left, but, your tips for people to save money. We heard in that pack there, one man was saying, hey, I might just ride a bike everywhere at this point. What do you think?
I think he's right. But look, there are ways of saving. Buy in the evening, buy outside of the city, and be mindful that, a more efficient vehicle is always the way to go. If you can do that for now, be aware of the gas price predictions. Go to Gas Wizard, or what I have is my site, gaswisdom.ca, and I'll give you a 2 or 3 day advance, or just check out ctv.ca. As usual, they're 2 days ahead of everyone else.
All right. Thanks for that. Dan McTeague, thank you as always.